Hey guys, okay, I'm doing this video in bed because I was about to go to bed and I realized I forgot to record this. So we're gonna do it now. So let's talk about this last week. Every day was good up until Friday. And I'll get into this in just a minute. I'll talk about my water and my nutrition first. Um, so I got my gallon of water in every single day. Um, I was from last week. I had mentioned I want to try and get my water in as much in the morning and early afternoon as possible, and I think I have. I think I've done a lot better with that. Uh, the one thing is I do drink a lot of water kind of before bed, and the reason is because I do my workouts in the later evening. So during my workouts, I tend to drink a lot of water during that. So I think that's really what has really been affecting me when I have to get up during the night to go to the bathroom. It's because of the water I drink during my workout. Majority of it I was able to drink in the morning, early afternoon, but it's just that probably around maybe 50 ounces that I drink during my workout. So I don't know if I can get away from that or not, but I think that's the reason why I am getting up during the night as often as I am. Nutrition has been really good except for Sunday. Nope. What was it? Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Oh, I can't remember what it was. I just remember Tuesday being a day that I was over my calories. So that was my cheat day. I can't remember what it was that caused me to be way over my calories. I think I might have ordered Wendy's. And then I was just super hungry on top of that, so I had a lot of other food. I can't remember. I just remember Tuesday I was over my calories. So that was my cheat day. Come Sunday, so yesterday, I was at my parents and they ordered Chinese. So I did have a lot of Chinese food, which was really carby, but I was actually managed to stay within my calories. I was really surprised. And I think that's because I really didn't have a lot to eat other than that. So that's why I was able to stay within my calories that day. And now workouts. I got in a workout every day except Friday, which would affect my 75 medium journey. So I did Monday through Thursday workouts, Saturday and Sunday I did workouts, plus I did walks on top of that. And then there was Friday. And I'll get into the whole debacle of that in just a minute. But I do want to say, even though technically with the 75 medium journey, if I were to miss a workout one day or not drink a gallon or forget to take a progress photo, something like that, if I miss one of my daily goals, I have to start all over at day one. And technically, because I didn't do a workout on Friday, I would have to start all over at day one. But after getting some advice about it, I'm going to continue on. Even though I didn't do a workout on Friday, I'm going to continue on because I had every intention of doing a workout. It would be one thing if I didn't do a workout because I was being lazy or I was tired or I just was making excuses and didn't want to. I did have every intention of working out, but there were some 100% unforeseen circumstances that prevented that. So most times I do my workout after work. There are times when I will do it during my lunch break. Friday was not one of them. I had planned to do it after work. So I finished work at 6 o'clock. By 6:05, I was in my workout clothes. I was walking towards my computer and the fire alarm started going off. And typically in my building, the fire alarms don't go off often. So I was a little bit concerned. I waited a few minutes. They were still going off. I went to my door to see if any of my neighbors are going outside, and I didn't see anyone. So I was kind of like, okay, well, am I gonna go outside? Should I go out? the fact that the alarms don't go off often kind of had me a little bit concerned, because we don't get too many false alarms. I think I've lived here for 4 years and I've had one fire alarm go off, and it was a false alarm. And so I was like, hey, I don't know. So as I was walking away from my door, in the peephole, I actually saw someone run across the hall. And I'm like, okay, let me open my door and talk to my neighbors and see if they're gonna go out. As soon as I opened the door, water from my neighbor's apartment poured out of his apartment. Like, his apartment was flooded, and like it was a good 2 to 3 inches. And oh, I felt so bad for him. I still feel like I feel so bad for him. But yeah, so one sprinkler in his bedroom went off, and it caused so much damage. Like, luckily most of his stuff was okay. It was pretty much just all in his closet that got wet. But yeah, it poured all through his apartment. So his whole apartment was flooded at least 2 to 3 inches. It started coming into the hallways. It started going into the apartment across from him. Because I'm right beside him, like our doors are like right beside each other. It kind of like started turning, was coming into my apartment. Luckily with my apartment, I have like an entryway before you get kind of anywhere into my apartment, really. So and I also have carpets. The rest of the apartments on this floor have like laminate, hardwood, not hardwood, but laminate, I guess. And mine is the only apartment that has carpet still, because it hasn't been renovated. As people are moving out, they would be renovating them. So they haven't gone to mine yet because I'm not moving out. But so I still had carpet, which really saved me. So as the water was coming in, the carpet was sucking up a lot and really stopping it from going much further. It came about 2 to 3 feet inside my apartment. And like I said, because I have a large entryway, nothing of mine was damaged. Like no furniture, no nothing. Anything that was around my door area, I was able to move. It was completely fine. So it was all floor in my apartment. But yeah, it flooded all of the hallway area. It was going down. So there's 5 apartments on 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 apartments on my floor. Only one did not have any damage. The water did not reach hers, so she was pretty lucky. The rest of us, like the other 3 of us, there was a little bit of water in each of our apartments, but for the most part, it was fine. But yeah, it was going all the way down the stairwell, all the way down the elevator. Anyways, long story short, it's still not going to be short. Long story long, the fire department came. They were able to turn the tap off, the sprinkler off. Got a lot of the water cleaned up. They had to break his toilet. They had to break a neighbor's toilet to kind of push all the water down their drains. Just the way the water was flowing, it made sense to smash someone else's toilet as well to get rid of all this water. So they put it all down the drains. It took about 2 hours. I think maybe around 8:30 is when the fire department finally left. And then we had to wait for restoration people to come in, shop back up all the water. We had to wait for plumbers to come and fix the 2 toilets that were broken. Yeah, so by the time all was said and done, because during this time, the group on my floor, all of my neighbors, we had kind of gathered, we gathered to make sure that we were all okay. We gathered to help the neighbor this happened to. He ended up leaving during that night, and the rest of us stayed, made sure everything was okay with everybody's apartments, helped clean up and helped trying to stop all the water. And so it was a really long night. By the time all was said and done, it was past 12:30. I think the last people left around 12:30. So by that time, I was ready to go to bed. I was so tired with all of that was happening. Plus it was after midnight, so technically after my day was done for 75 medium. And I didn't get my workout in. And like I said, I planned to, I had every intention, and then this happened. So after getting a lot of advice from people, I decided to keep going because this was something that was completely unforeseen. I talks. Completely unforeseen. There was no way around it. There just wasn't. Like I said, not everybody didn't leave. Nothing was finished. Do you mind, misters? Until after midnight. So let's keep your tail down so your butt doesn't show. Yeah, so that was my predicament on Friday. I was really, really torn about this. I didn't know if I should start all over at day one, if I should keep going. Are you quite done? So I was having a hard time deciding what to do. I felt guilty for not doing my workout, but it was just not something that it just didn't work. It just didn't. So yeah, Friday was the only day I didn't work out, and that was my whole story behind it. And I felt like I need to give an explanation because during this journey, I'm being 100% honest with you, and that's what it was. So, oh, the other thing, I did have alcohol on Friday night. Technically, in 75 hard, you can't have any alcohol whatsoever. 75 medium, you can have alcohol on social occasions. So every once in a while. Considering this is the first time I've had alcohol this whole journey since New Year's, and it was social. I was with my neighbors. It was a super stressful night. Yeah, I had a couple glasses of wine. So technically I didn't break a rule, but I mean, I was still kind of disappointed that I did it, but also not. So that was my whole situation. That's where I'm at with this. So after all was said and done, I'm going to keep going with this journey. Like I said, it would be different if I didn't work out because I just didn't want to. I wanted to, I just couldn't. So in that situation, that's why I decided I'm going to keep going anyways. Okay, the very last thing to update on is weight loss or weight gain. So this past week, I did lose half a pound. Still better than nothing. So yeah, I'm down. I miscalculated last week. Last week I had said I was down 18.6 pounds, but I was actually down 18.1. It's this week I'm down 18.6 pounds. So happy with this. I think this next week will be good as well. Starting off good today, but we'll see how it goes. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed, because of this flooding, even though technically it didn't get a lot into my apartment, it still got the floor like soaked. So the owners of the building actually came by when all this happened, and they did tell me that they are going to replace my floors. Because my carpet got soaking wet, they are actually just going to pull it all up and replace my whole flooring so that I get new floors like everybody else in the apartment in the building does. Well, not building, but my floor. Everybody else on my floor has a new flooring because they're all pretty new. But yes, this is what's going to be coming up soon, so I'm a little bit nervous about this, depending on when it's happening, because everything's going to be moved around in my apartment. They have to move all the furniture and everything, and my apartment's going to be a mess. And yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out, if I'm going to be displaced for a little bit, what's really going to go on. But I have 25 days left of 75 medium. Today's day 50. I have 25 days left, so hopefully they don't do this before these 25 days are done, so I can actually get workouts in every day. I mean, if they put me in a hotel, then I'll still get it done because I can go into the hotel gym, but I don't know. I guess we'll see when it gets there. Anyways, this has gone on forever. I want to get to bed, so thanks guys for watching, and I will see you next week.